after these things make their menacing presence,
quite menacing.
Yes, quite. I'm surprised little Timmy hasn't beat it. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
Sorry, Sky.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. He doesn't. He faints instead. There's just a limp little Timmy on your back now.
Oh no.
Alright. So you all are now faced. Do you hear a blunder?
A little bit.
Am I in?
Barely.
I hear it all.
I heard it once.
Alright, it might be a little bit more distant,
As long as
but
I don't hear it, it doesn't matter.
they're making some blending. Anyway, so it appears that you are all now face to face to multiple faces to face with two twin hydras. They appear to just be looking down at you menacingly from at the very least 20 feet tall. No, not 20 feet tall. 20 feet higher than the bridge. You can easily see its body, so it's got to be bigger than the bridge itself. So far, they have not attacked. They have not done anything to provoke any kind of reaction. They have just stood up and are now looking at you menacingly. Menacingly. How do you react? Obviously, Timmy fainted, but how did the rest of you react?
Sky attempts to speak to them in Draconic. Excuse me, may we... why? I don't know where my accent is. I'm turning into delusional.
Just keep saying, if you have a chance to change your fate, you'll get into it eventually.
Aye, laddie. Excuse me, would it be all right if we passed by here? We don't want to cause you any trouble.
All right, so Sky began speaking in parcel tongue like Harry Potter, but, in Draconic.
Well, two other of us can understand that.
Yeah,
but, there are two others that don't.
Yes.
So, I'm just, for the audience as well because they can't see your character sheets.
One other and a cardboard Micaiah.
Yeah.
And an unconscious Chariot Arcana.
Yes.
Well, like I said, you don't know anything about Little Timmy, but he does have a character sheet.
You insulted me, didn't you? No.
No. Okay, so Sky, as you, I guess, plead maybe with this giant, and I repeat, giant Hydra. Its
She's
heads
just trying to be very polite.
Collectively, yeah, all of these heads collectively just look at you, but they do not seem to respond in any way. They don't speak. They don't snarl, they don't shout, they don't provoke anything. They just continue to look at you.
Can I make a nature check to see if I would know if they speak Draconic or if they're just mindless?
Sure. All right, so how do the rest of you react? Sky just tried to talk to it, and this
Aria's reaction is going to depend on Sky's.
That was my nature check.
Let me...
Down is a bit on edge.
Yeah. I can see why.
Let me just look at something real quick.
As if they don't understand Draconic, she's going to take a different tack.
She's got a clenched fist in her right talon.
All right, so with your 8, you cannot remember or recall anything that would state that a Hydra would know any known languages.
Okay.
You can't remember anything or any book saying that.
I would like to roll something similar, however, not for any known language. I would like to roll, because Arya only knows Flame Tongue, and she's not really aware if they know that language or not.
All right. So what
But
are
she
you
doesn't want
gonna-
to blow it, and she wants to. But I want to find out if she actually knows if they know it or not.
So what are you gonna roll?
Would that be nature as well?
So what? I couldn't quite understand
So,
what you were
it's
trying
the
to
same
get.
thing he's asking for, except it's only for one language. If they know it, yes or no.
So you're asking me
About
what you would
Flame
roll
Tongue.
to try to figure out. You're asking
if
me.
she knows that they know Flame
Midnight.
Tongue, yes or no.
Midnight, hold on. So you're asking me what my call is to roll, to tell you to roll to find out if these hydras know flame tongue.
I think he's just asking if he can make a nature roll. Unless you had something else in mind.
Let's see.
Just because there's no point not in doing it, can Down give a roll to see if it knows Draconic as well?
Midnight, let's see. For flame tongue, I'll say either give me nature or wisdom, or not wisdom, nature or history, or just a straight up wisdom check. Your choice. And Down, well, he's rolling that. You
Let's
get
go straight up wisdom.
Down for Draconic. Sky already tried to talk to it in that. It didn't. Wait, that's what you talked to it in, right, Sky?
Yeah.
Sky already tried Draconic. You heard him try it. Do you still want to try?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of why. She wants to know if the words had. She wants to see if she can figure out, they understood that. And nope, never mind.
No, no. They
They
can't
clearly
understand.
understood every word, as far as you can tell.
No, Down can't understand anything that Sky just said. Her mind just did a complete mind fuck.
Galarian! And
Don't you just hate it whenever there's a power outage in your neighborhood?
Oh, is that
Oh,
the excuse
man.
you're gonna
Oh.
Oh, is that what McQuaya is gonna go with?
Good to have you.
You got that,
Just
alright?
McQuaya.
Yeah, I see that.
Look, you got it. It's a Vesper original.
You got an acorn too.
Yeah, another one.
Another
Intel.
one.
But
You're
glad
now
you're here.
prepared to sell the stars. Not stars, the person, but the stars is in the galaxy.
Yeah. You're gonna see something kind of interesting when you open Roll20 up.
Yeah.
I'll say.
I need a link to it.
Bro, why don't you have it saved? It should be saved in your Roll20 account,
Go
man.
to Roll20, then log in.
Go to roll20.net. Log in with your information.
It should be right
Get your
there. It
parents'
should be
permission.
from your games played, but okay, Down gave you a link anyway.
That should open it.
Roll20 remembers the games you played, man.
You realize
It's-
we're recording while you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cut that out. Did you click the link
Liberato.
yet?
Hey, you dumbass. Don't leave the dumbass in, cut out the down, post
Rude.
All right, everyone,
Did you click the link?
Everyone bury the Discord chat.
Just spam Micaiah.
Okay, you're good.
No, wait. I meant cardboard. Right, that works too.
You're good!
All right, we're good. So we're good on the Discord and fucking Down over here. All right, and you should already have control of McQuaya in Roll20 when you get in. But yeah, just
Welcome to
move-
Errf.
Move your character around a bit to let me know that you're in Roll20 when you get there, Micaiah. Move Micaiah around a bit so that I know you got her.
There's also no health for Micaiah.
No, she hasn't made any yet. I haven't put it in yet, so just assume that If they don't have a bar, or they haven't put it in. All right.
Oh, yay.
You're good, Micaiah. So you guys are faced with you before you came in. You guys were faced with two hydras
Double dragon.
shut up. That two hydras that came up out of the water underneath the bridge right before you guys went to the city of Bella, which is the village that you guys are going to kill wolves at. They've had a bit of a wolf problem. You guys went to go take care of it. You good? You there, Micaiah? You can talk?
Yeah, I had to get off a push to talk.
All right. Hexadecid dragon.
Because there's 16 heads.
There we go. Yeah, I was trying to remember what the heck the words meant. Hexa for hexagon, so 6. Decid for 10. And then the dragon. So 16.
Dragon
there you
for
go.
dragon.
All right. So Galarian, just to catch you a little bit up.
We're screwed.
Little Timmy is now Sky's persona. It's official because Sky just decided to put that in there.
Yep,
He
He's my
is
persona
now
of the Chariot Arcana.
it's canon.
Yeah, he is a chariot now. He's not a human anymore. He did the whole Transformers thing of becoming a chariot
Mm.
because that's how I'm gonna go with that. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys were walking through more forest, and eventually you guys rolled an encounter, or I rolled it, and you encountered a squirrel that gave you another acorn. Not a giant one; it's just a regular sized one. So put that in your character sheet. Just a regular acorn.
Hold
big
on to
one
these,
and
they'll
a
be
normal
important.
one.
Hold on to these; they'll be important. You don't know. I mean, maybe they could be a magic item. Maybe they could
You
be
have to
used
collect all the acorns. They're
Maybe-
collectibles.
Maybe they could be used for
No.
bartering in the future squirrel war that you're gonna be in, like Infinity War.
No, the big acorn has slots for tiny acorns. When you put all
Oh
the
my
tiny acorns
god! It's the Infinity Acorn.
in.
You're gonna have.
Well,
Micaiah, you already have one of the Infinity Acorns. You need to get the other 5.
Which acorn does
Alright.
she have?
Already,
Oh god.
already got the power acorn. Now it's time to get time, mind, soul,
Time, mind, soul, the
reality, space.
The reality acorn.
The reality acorn probably has something to do with the gas.
Hold on. I just watched that movie last night, right? I did. I forgot to say in spoilers, but I finally watched it last night.
spoilers.
Hey, I am not spoiling anything. I'm just saying that it's called that I saw the movie last night and it was a good movie. I was entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Is this
Yes,
not
I
what
was.
you're here
Very,
for?
very much so. Anyway, so Micaiah, after you got the nut, they essentially just walked some more. And, there was some rumbling in the water underneath, blah, da, 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 da. Two hydras popped all of their collective 16 heads out. And they haven't done anything to provoke your anger or your, anything. They've just kind of, looked at you. Sky tried to speak to one of them, the red one, I assume, because she was right next to it, in Draconic, but it just stared at her.
Wait a second. Arya's going to just continue forward.
Alright.
Yes,
All right, hold on.
Arya's just going to
Hold on.
continue forward.
Wait. Arya, go back. Hold on, go back. Go back to the line. So I was closing all of Micaiah's sheets out because now he can work his own damn character sheet because man, that was
Yay.
I have to go look back at. So you decide to keep walking, right?
Yes.
All right, so keep walking. Go one space at a time.
That's right. Keep walking.
Keep walking. All right. So it appears that not the dragons, the hydras are just looking at you now. They're all 16 heads are looking at you. And stop right there, just in that spot. All right. So
Arya?
Sorry,
Arya, where are you going?
I was moving it with the arrow keys by accident again because push it off. All right, so the blue Hydra rears up on its back legs. Just imagine that they're like that, but because I wanted it to be more dramatic, so it's like right up in your face. Just imagine it standing up on the bridge on on its front legs. Anyway, so it's standing up on its front legs on the bridge from underneath it, and it's all of its scaly heads are just looking at you like they're breathing right in your face. Like it would have been better if you were like there. So
Hey,
I can
question.
move me there if you want to.
I got a question.
What's your question?
Who's this guy right here?
Oh,
That's
Little Timmy. Were you there for Little Timmy?
No.
You were in there. You were
Wasn't
there with
the last
the
Roll20 session.
Oh,
escape
boy.
scene. So remember when you guys, what's it called? Escaped Bryn because Godzilla attacked?
Oh, all right, hold on. I got a phone call.
Okay.
Jesus
Back to cardboard.
It
Let me go
wasn't
get that
Godzilla.
cardboard image because goddamn, this guy is flakier than cornflakes.
It wasn't Godzilla. It was Reptar. Get it right.
Yes. Seeing the beast lean in on one of her party members, there's gonna be a little bit of a flash in Down's right hand.
All right,
She's
hold on.
holding-
Wait.
Hold on.
Before anyone does
Okay.
anything, I want to give the rundown to Micaiah so that we're all on the same page because Little Timmy is he's a key item, important character.
Integral
yeah,
part of the story.
Just hold off on everything.
I didn't
Well,
even get to say how Arya was reacting to this yet.
Yeah, just hold off on everything. So let's just get Micaiah up to speed, and then we can-
Everything?
No, not everything, just the important bit.
Can I, well, I mean, not do anything.
Don't
So,
breathe.
snack break.
Amazing.
Oh, it's there. Wonderful.
Well, then I will actually be right back.
Same.
All right. All right, it's fine. As long as we can get the deets for Galarian.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Two people just went AFK.
you flaky motherfucker. All right,
You can still catch him up.
Oh
You
no,
don't
I
need other
will.
people for that.
All right, so Galarian. So when you guys were escaping Bryn, you guys escaped with Irish Slung, my boy Guinness over here, and his family, his wife, and his, I believe I said 3 or 2 kids. 2 kids. You escaped with them, Allie, Robin, the Master Balthazar, you guys, and you also escaped with little Timmy, which, if you remember, was the little newsy boy. You know the little.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about now.
All right, so you escaped with little Timmy, and over the last session that you missed, asshole, little Timmy became essentially like the party mascot, and he's kind of just taken to being as close to Sky as he possibly can.
He's my familiar.
Because of the accent that I gave him, he says "mom," but he says it as like "ma'am." But because it's me doing that accent, it sounds like "mum," like British mom.
Yeah.
So like every time he says "you go get it, mom," he is in fact saying "ma'am," but just in his accent. He's not saying "mom." And one of the jokes that you missed last session was that he also called, I believe it was Arya. Mom. Yeah, and I believe it was Glenn.
She mistakenly thought it was mom.
Yeah, and I think Glenn was, I believe it was Glenn, I don't remember. It was like someone else was like, he has 2 moms, and I was like, it's 2018. We are progressive. A little kid can have 2 moms if he wants to.
Also,
Yeah.
you can remove the cardboard, Micaiah.
All right, it
But
better
keep it
be the
handy.
last time I use it. All right, so Delusional, are you back?
Yep, I'm here.
All right, Vesper, are you back?
Cricket.
Shit.
Cricket.
All right. Well, he'll be back, I guess. But for now, at least we can at least get Arya. Arya, your reaction before anyone else does anything. Arya, your reaction to this thing hopping up onto the bridge, onto its front body, and all of its heads getting as close as they could to you, and actually you can feel their hot breath from their noses coming onto your body. They are staring you down, like right there, right in your face.
She's actually going to land and continue walking.
All right. So before you continue walking, I believe everyone else wanted to react to this, specifically down.
Yeah. There's gonna be a little bit of a small flash, and Down's holding a metal piece that many of you might recognize in her right hand. It's a gun. There's a gun there now. She's also looking kind of baffled at Arya.
Wait, hold on. When did you get a gun?
I got packed weapons.
Don't you need the actual weapon for that?
No.
Nope, you
No?
can just make it out of thin air.
Unless it's
It's
a
fine.
magic weapon. It has to be on. It has to be on the table, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you want me to have one
And you've
first.
already rolled
No.
the guns. You're good.
I think I'm mixing up you and Arya because you both wanted guns. And yeah, it's Arya with the monk shit with her Kensei shit that she needs to actually have it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think
yeah,
so.
don't worry, you're fine. It's just I was mixing up your two guns, priorities, things, whatever. All right, so you're good. You're fine, whatever. So Arya, you try and keep walking. However, this thing, just imagine it's there. It moves one of its heads to be directly in your path, like right here. Like imagine it curved around like like the letter C. Now put it backwards so that it's like facing you. It is right in front of you, face to face. It's actually this yeah, I was about to say it's you guessed the right head. That's the one in your way. And actually this time it actually blows a puff of air in your face, like from its nostrils. It goes like in your face to try and push you back.
Am I rolling for this?
No, it doesn't actually push you back, but like you can feel that it was a very forceful burst of air. This red one, on the other hand, it just continues to stare at sky. However, a few of its heads are looking in Arya's direction, maybe about 3 or 4 of them, but the rest are looking at sky and little Timmy. A little confused, actually. You can see that they're tilting their heads at them, in intrigue. But other than that,
Does anyone else think we might want to head back the other way?
That'd be fine.
They seem to not want us crossing the bridge.
She is going to, or Sky is going to attempt to use her newly acquired primeval awareness and try and empathically communicate with specifically the blue Hydra, just with gestures and whatnot, trying to indicate that they would like to pass and may they please.
all right, so how does primeval awareness work?
Let's see, I have it pulled up. You have an innate ability to communicate with beasts, and they recognize you as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action, and can read its basic mood and intent. You learn its emotional state, whether it is affected by magic of any sort, short-term needs, such as food or safety, and actions you can take, if any, to persuade it to not attack.
If we're going by actual game terms, Hydras aren't classified as beasts.
No, don't tell him that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was already thinking of that as I was looking at the thing in the rule.
She's still going to try it. Regardless.
Don't worry, I'll give it to you. Just don't expect it to work on undead or actual celestials or fiends.
Yeah,
But I'll
or-
give it to you. This is close enough to a beast.
Or
It's
reptar.
close enough. All right. So you're talking to the blue one. Is the one you're talking to?
Specifically right now, yeah.
All right. So you look over at the blue one and you get its attention somehow. Some of its heads, namely the ones not staring down Arya, not the one staring down Arya right now, turn to face you, and you start to move your body in these gestures, making sure not to let Timmy fall off of you, by the way.
Yes.
These gestures and sounds that you make, and it appears that is that like a magical thing, by the way?
Nah, it's just a ranger thing.
Okay, well, whatever. I was going to say that there's like an aura around you, but whatever. Screw that thing. Anyway, so from your motions and your sounds, this
I'm making
Hydra,
like chittering noises at it.
yeah, this Hydra appears to see you in a different light. Not an actual light, but in a different light through its eyes. It's many, many eyes. It's tilting its head sideways. It's many, many heads, I must reiterate. There are a lot of heads. Fucking Hydra.
There certainly are.
Yes. And you gain this knowledge that it is, I don't remember all of them, but I'm remembering that if it's influenced by magic, it is not influenced by magic, its basic needs. It could go for a sandwich right about now, but it's pretty good. It's like, what was it, the other things? Like if it's hostile or... No, it's not hostile. Oh, like what are its intentions or something like that, right?
Short-term needs, what can I do to make it not attack us, if anything?
You can feed it, for one. You can... Big nut. You can... No. Wait, no. Jesus, no, man. That's a little kid. He has a family. You're a monster.
Do they
Anyway.
eat cardboard?
I'm a monster. I am a predator.
Yeah.
Scary.
Excuse me. So I believe one of the things was it's like motivations or intentions, like what it's doing or what, something like that.
Let's see. Emotional state,
Emotional state.
what it wants or what it needs, if it's
Ah.
affected by magic, and how do I make it not attack us?
Okay, so it's wants, needs, blah blah blah. So this thing you learn, I'll just give it to you. Actually, no. Roll me a nature check. Roll me nature or animal handling. Your choice. I'll let you decide. It gets closer to you, by the way. It also inversely or conversely gets closer to down in Micaiah since you haven't moved. But Arya, it's now the very last head on the right that is staring you down, still blocking your path.
That spacing actually works out pretty well.
Yeah, surprisingly. All right, so yeah, I'll give it to you. So it appears that this Hydra, and you would expect the same of its red companion. You would assume that you find out that they are in fact guarding, at the very least, this one. It's in fact guarding this bridge and any who might come into Bella. It's apparently the guardian of the bridge. It's the troll underneath the bridge, but it's a Hydra, and it's not exactly killing you. It's just wary of anybody that comes in.
It's implying none shall pass.
Damn, we really did find the troll of the bridge.
I tried to warn you.
Does Arya say that?
No!
Yes.
Okay, fine. Jeez, man. All right, but yes, Sky, you can tell that it is slightly famished. You can feed it to make it not kill you. You can not cross the bridge as well for it to not kill you.
That's what I suggested.
You find out that it is in fact guarding this bridge from anyone and everyone from crossing this bridge. And its emotional state, it's in guard dog mode. So that's its emotional state.
Does it accept relatively fresh wolf for hold?
I don't know. Do you want to try and hold it out for the Hydra?
I am gesturing the question at it.
All right. So you gesture some things that could imply
Accept
food.
Wolf. Oh.
Yeah. It appears that it did in fact understand you. It appears that it goes like, sure, bruh, in response, but in like a nod. But you can tell that it's talking in slang. So it's like, sure, bruh. Yeah, a little head nod could imply many things, but it's sure, bruh, from the Hydra. He also tells you that he is quite famished in, motions. He motions to his, belly. He hungry. So would you like to feed this guy some wolf remains?
Yes. How far did we make it before getting away from the wolves?
That was just yesterday, so it's pretty fresh if, you kept it,
I mean, what kind of distance did we travel? Like, was that hours ago?
Oh, yeah,
walking?
hours. But remember, that's also a day ago. A day and some hours. So
I
it's
just mean to retrieve the wolves.
roughly half a day, maybe a couple hours more. Something like that.
'Cause I'm pretty sure the small amount that we would have on us wouldn't be enough to feed this thing.
Well, you don't have to feed it. You could just, give it some food, see what happens. That's why I was asking, are you going to, offer it to him?
I mean, if I had any on me, which I don't.
Look,
All right. So
do we all realize that it's kind of motioning and it's hungry?
So that's what I was going to get to because Stars didn't have any wolf meat. So I was going to say that everyone else sees Sky making odd gestures and sounds to the blue Hydra, and it appears to be responding and making motions on its own as well. Most of the heads are looking at looking at her, except for that one that's still keeping watch over Arya, the shifty eyes, the thing with the hand with the two eyes. It's like that. It's still looking her down. But no, it's actually the very last one at the very right that's looking her down. Anyway, you all see that it kind of rolls on its side, like it's on one of its arms and legs, and it kind of motions like a circle at its stomach, like a dog. Actually, dogs don't pat their stomachs when they're hungry.
Sure they do.
Anyway, you can see that that's what it does.
You shouldn't tangle the heads together.
It's meowing at us because it's hungry.
No, it's just letting you know that it is in fact hungry. So yeah, everyone sees that it's saying that it's hungry. Everyone can interpret, patting your stomach or rubbing it is I'm pretty hungry, man. So that is what you see from this blue one. This red one, on the other hand, is just kind of looking at the blue one all weird. And it's wondering why is it talking or even, putting in the time for this little cow thingy on the bridge.
I gesticulate to the red one. Same deal.
Micaiah's gonna pull out the giant acorn. Hydras eat acorn.
All right, hold on, Micaiah. Sky, what were you saying?
I said she gesticulates to the red Hydra. Same deal with you, bro.
So yeah, the red dragon does in fact get up on both its hind leg like a horse instead, and it does in fact rub its stomach too. So Micaiah, you hold out the giant acorn to one of the heads. I'm assuming the one that's right next to you.
Yeah.
All right. So the one right next to you, that head looks at you and takes in a big old sniff, and actually all of your floof starts heading towards it because it's pretty big lungs. So you're actually getting slightly pulled towards this thing as it smells you, but you don't lose your ice sprites, lose the acorn, nothing. You're just kind of a little shaken. It appears that it does in fact want the acorn. It kind of rolls out its massive tongue at you. There's no giant tongue in front of your face.
Yeah, she's just gonna place the acorn on the tongue.
All right.
And then back a bit.
All right. So it appears that this Hydra rolls its tongue back up like a Fruit Loop, or not a Fruit Loop, a Fruit by the Foot. You know those commercials. You've all seen them.
Fruit roll up.
Fruit roll up, fruit by the foot, and that. it eventually comes back into its mouth, and you can see that it swallows. You can see its head raise and, like tilt its head back and swallows. You can see its tongue, or not its tongue, its neck muscles convulse as it goes down into its main body. Whereupon
You could have just said that it swallowed it. That was good enough too, but
whereupon it dies. You guys killed it. I'm good.
Okay, now run.
Oh no.
I'm
Yeah, we
kidding.
leveled twice.
No, you're not level 20, guys. Game over. That's it. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. No. So
still gonna
you
fill
see
out the
it
character
go into
sheet.
the main body of the blue one. And you see that it, in fact, looks back down at you. And it actually just kind of like sticks its tongue out again. However, this time it does, what's it called? What was that character that did that? I'm gonna just say it's like a Scooby-Doo, like big dog lick, like on your face. Like it appears to be friendly towards you now, as it licks like the entirety of one half of your face.
Oh no, it's tasting you. It wants more.
Half of your face is now covered in slime. Saliva. It's saliva. Sorry.
And the tongue is so abrasive that some of your floof is missing.
No, if the tongue was so abrasive, your skeleton is showing. You're now undead. No, I'm
You become a
kidding.
lich.
But down, and everyone else, you see that you see Micaiah give the big acorn to this blue hydra, and it just eats it, reciprocates by licking one side of her face. It appears that it's pretty docile right now, seeing as how it's fed. So actually, Arya, that head that was kind of blocking your path? You can tell on its face that even it has grown a little more lax. It doesn't appear to be, as on edge as it was before, but it is still in your way. So there is that. So Sky, would you like to talk to it any more to see what its general feeling is now?
She's going to do her best to communicate that they're trying to go, or that we're trying to go to Bryn to rid it of dangerous creatures.
You mean Bella, because Bryn is dead.
Yes, that one.
All right.
Bryn had a very dangerous creature in it.
The one with
Yes,
high
it's got a
spring.
very dangerous creature in it.
And we're going to rid it
It's
of
probably
dangerous
this guy's
creatures.
cousin.
No.
That's
All right,
rude.
but-
You can't just.
yeah, it was his cousin. Yeah, it was totally his cousin. He came out. He saw the hydra. He's like, "Hey, cousin, let's go bowling."
Hey, what's the name? Hydra.
Use the buildings of
Nico, your cousin. Let's go bowling.
Get out of here, GTA 4.
All right. So, making some odd gestures and sounds, you point towards the city of Bella, and like make the gestures that of like danger, creature, something like that, and that you and your team are here to stop him. And it understands what you're saying. Wow, I really shouldn't have made this thing this big. I can't even freaking get the rotate option. It's off the map.
Wow.
God.
It's off the
Anyway.
charts.
So I was gonna say that just theater of the mind for now, even though you can clearly see it. Yeah, I'll say that that the Hydra turns to look at you with all of its heads now. Arya, that last one is no longer blocking you, and with all of its heads, it makes the gestures that if you feed his brother, you can tell it's its brother. I'm just gonna say that you can tell. If you feed his brother as well, that you guys can pass for now.
Can toast
Is
it
what he
out right
does.
now.
Okay. Well, she will relay this to Micaiah in common. He
All
says we can
I
pass.
don't have another giant acorn.
Um,
I don't even remember where I got the first one.
You have a small regular-sized one, Micaiah, that you got from another squirrel.
head down. Can you
Remember,
make
you
this
just got that one this session. I
Can
told
you
you.
make this
Yeah,
taste
but that's
extra
tiny.
delicious?
What did Sky say?
Can you make this taste extra delicious?
I mean, you guys all have rations. I'm just saying,
With prestidigitation.
or that too. I'm just saying.
Out of character hint.
Oh yeah, I do have prestidigitation.
Yay!
Oh, that too. You too. Yeah, make it taste extra yummy, and then
But-
give it to the red one.
Seeing that everyone's getting along, Down's gonna kind of drop the pistol and it crumbles to ash. And she's gonna turn and kind of look through her bags.
Hopefully they don't know what the pistol was.
No, they weren't paying attention to Down. They were it was mainly Sky and Arya. But yeah, so Micaiah, do you bring out the tiny acorn?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, so Micaiah brings out another tiny acorn, and it was pretty much like, that's all I got.
Sky will supplement it with one of her rations.
Yeah, Down's
Hopefully
gonna. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, hopefully they don't mind cow rations. Probably
Down's
alfalfa.
gonna add her own bit of rations, and looking through her backpack, she's gonna find a cube with some weird movement in it, and opening it up, be a little bit confused to find a worm, and just shrug and add it to the pile.
All right, so there's this plate, there's this plate with some rations, so I'm going to say like vegetables, some fruits, there's an acorn,
Some
and then
jerky.
Down fucking comes over and puts a live wiggling two-headed worm on the plate in the middle, just in the middle of the mashed potatoes.
It's like a cherry on
It's
top.
like, Sky, Micaiah, how do you two react to Down just placing a fucking two-headed worm on the plate?
I
She
know,
added, like,
maybe
Matt-
hydras like two-headed worms.
yeah, that's the assumption that they've got several heads.
What?
I just realized a good berry would probably suffice.
Probably.
Dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
wow.
was going to say that, but I'm all the way over here and focusing on these heads. I'm not going to say it out of character.
It's like I'm looking through my stuff. Is like, what does she have? Oh, good berries.
Oh, well, you went with the
whenever,
rations and the worm, so how do you guys react to the worm?
Whenever, yeah. This reaction image.
Well, it's not just like a worm. She pulls out her rations and stuff. Yeah, there's like mixed nuts, mixed berries, a little bit of jerky in there. The worm is just
and
kind
then
of there.
you drop a fucking two-headed worm on top of it.
It's with it. Okay, she's gonna kind of break its back. I don't think worms have backs.
Sky tries to gauge the hydra's reaction to seeing the worm.
Yeah,
Roll me an insight check to Sky. Just Sky. Roll me an insight check for that. Roll me two, actually.
Just Sky.
Down kind of gives
Sky,
a.
roll me two insight checks.
Down's
Glenn
gonna
sees
give
nothing
a.
wrong with this offering.
Yeah, Down just kind of gives a shrug to her other party members as she adds the worm.
27
Alright.
and 15.
Seriously, you're just gonna fucking casually throw one worm on the. Anyway, so Sky, you see the not the fucking dragon. You see that the Hydra. Sorry, it looks like a goddamn dragon. You see that the Hydra sees the two-headed worm, and you can tell by its body movement that it's kind of like it doesn't like that you put a worm on it. Not because it's a worm, but because it has multiple heads, and you were trying to feed a multiple-headed creature to a multiple-headed creature. That's racist. You can tell that that's racist.
Is it? I mean, like, it would have been racist if we were going under the assumption that it wanted it because it had two heads.
I
Now just
mean,
put it there.
single-headed creatures eat other single-headed creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't talk.
Either
This is
way,
true. Well, neither can the worm.
I mean, with the
They're not
exception of
the same
cannibals,
race.
but still.
Makai's gonna use prestidigitation to make the food taste even better.
All right, so it's hesitant, but this head that is right in front of you, Sky, does in fact, take the offering. It even eats the plate, by the way. So it just takes everything. It takes, the glass plate and everything, and eats.
Sky
And it
face
was
looks
worried
a
about a
little bit
worm.
on account of the worm.
Yeah, but But as it eats it, you can tell that it is, kind of satisfied, and it appears that the blue hydra moves back towards the water, and is kind of like conversing with the other heads. It's kind of like
They're holding council.
How did it taste, man? Yeah, it's kind of fucking weird. They had a worm on this. There were some pointy bits too. It was a little crunchy. I think they gave me Doritos.
Does this mean you're done back there?
All 16 heads look at you.
Plus the
Does that
party
mean you're done? We don't know yet.
All 16 heads look at you because you just raised your voice. Other than they go back to conversing and they go. They're not actually going. They're making hydra noises, but essentially. And after a moment, they kind of like talk back to you, and they're like, "All right, go ahead. You're good."
Sky nods graciously and tells the others, "They'll let us pass now."
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sure enough.
All right, so you
Just
guys
don't
want to
harm
catch up,
them.
Arya?
And they won't harm you.
Precisely.
That's what the
Alright.
statue said.
Oh, Glenn, get back there. Hold on. No. Stop. Glenn, get back. Get back a little bit. Not that far, but, towards the end of the bridge. But, yeah. All right. So, actually, as you guys were continuing on your way past the bridge, past the hydras, you did see that they did go underneath the bridge and underneath the water line. You don't know how because it doesn't look that deep, but you don't know. Could be deeper. So you actually see them go underneath the water. And actually, as you guys are crossing the bridge, a mysterious being, another human, walks up towards you from this direction.
Mysterious man approaches.
If you guys want to zoom in to look at him, I suggest you do because it's fucking hilarious.
It's a man. Wait.
It is a man.
Okay.
It is. I'm just saying, the icon's kind of funny.
That's an angle.
Okay. What an angle.
Yeah.
Massive pectorals.
Massive head. All right, but this humanoid comes in your direction. This human, not humanoid, because he is in fact a human. Walks in your direction, and he appears to have some knowledge of what just happened. Probably because he might be mysterious. He might be a mysterious stranger man. Who knows? But he does walk up to all of you, and he says, well, it seems the brothers took a liking to you. Did you feed him?
Yeah.
They're brothers?
And
Sorry, just needed to get them out of there to prove the point. All right, so Arya, you said they're
Where'd
brothers.
they go?
Yes, she said the brothers.
So yeah, he responds with, yes, those two are brothers. Both hatched at roughly the same time. Twins, actually. Fraternal.
Fraternal, yes.
Yeah, I know there are different types of twins.
Yeah.
But he does say that they're twins, actually. But it must have taken quite a bit to even get past them. Usually they stop anyone from coming into Bella.
And why would they do that exactly?
Well, we've been having quite a bit of trouble as of late. A lot more attacks from the nearby wilderness. We're a budding town, prospering, but we're in the transition phase.
There was
A lot
a
of things
sign.
can go wrong.
There was a sign that said to not harm them, and they wouldn't harm us. So
Yeah,
that's what we did.
We just explained why we were here.
Yes, he points at Sky. You are quite the mysterious one, being able to talk to them. Not very many can. That must have been how you got, what's it called, how you were able to talk to them.
It's something I've never done before, but I thought it might work.
Well, be glad it did, because if it didn't work, you'd probably been dead. Would have been dead. As as the guy that gave you the quest in the first place would have said.
Some warning signs before the bridge would have been nice.
Well, having trained hydras isn't exactly something. He's like looking back, behind his shoulders, like rubbing the back of his neck. His body is like all, kind of nervous thing. He's like, well, letting people know that you have trained hydras isn't something we want, out in the open. Public knowledge.
Except you are letting people know that you have trained hydras out in the open.
Well, actually, we don't, because they usually eat anyone who we deem not right to pass into Bella. They know everyone in the city. They know of everyone's scent. Everyone who has ever been born here.
And what if some harmless merchant was trying to cross the bridge?
Oh, there's usually someone guiding them. Not very many people come to Bella of their own volition, and this bridge is the only way in.
Arya just gives up trying to explain the statues.
The statues were of chimeras, not of a hydra. They were saying
the difference.
Okay. All right. And he says, well, regardless, you must have come here for a reason. May I ask why?
We heard tell that your town had some wolf problems.
Yes. As I said, as of late, we've been having a bit of trouble. A lot of them just come in attacking our people, trying to lower our numbers.
I take it the wolves don't use the bridge.
He goes, no. And actually, we've tried to get Ben and Jerry to attack the wolves, but they don't want to.
Oh my god, Ben Jerry.
Why you gotta be like that?
Hey,
you gotta tell us that the guy that we're talking to owns an ice cream factory.
Hey. All right, you weren't here, Galarian. So little Timmy actually has been to Bella before with his family, and he had ice cream here, but he had horrible dysentery on the way there. It was coming out of both ends, was the joke.
All ends.
So, yeah. All ends. It's coming out of the disgusting. It's everywhere.
Speaking of little Timmy, how's he doing? Has he woken back up?
Nope, he's still fainted. He's still on Sky's back, just knocked the F out.
Can I do a medicine check to make sure he's okay?
Yeah, you can. While you're rolling that. So, yeah, there's apparently an ice cream business here. It's been here for a while in Bella. So, if you had known that, Galarian, you probably should have expected this. Everyone else already knew, and they didn't expect this. So shame on all of you.
Oh.
All right, so Glenn, you kind of like checking on little Timmy, rubbing his cheeks, pinching him, because that's what all women do to tiny children. Because children, you check his pulse, you do all the typical, like do the knee thing, the reaction, you hit his knee with a hammer. Not one that's an attack hammer, but it reacts.
Sky, so, lend me your hammer.
And my hammer.
No, but yeah, you can tell that he's fine. He's just a little unconscious right now. If you get another successful roll, I'm going to say that you can in fact wake him up, but that's only if you want to.
It's quieter.
It is quieter.
All right, but yeah, that's he did say that that they tried to get Ben and Jerry, which you can assume are the Hydra names, to attack the wolves, but they don't. They can't get them to do it for some reason.
Huh.
They just don't want to.
They don't want none of that.
No. But he does continue saying that, well, it was nice to know that our call for help was answered to that flyer from that mysterious man in the bar. The one with the black robes and all,
That mysterious man.
The emo one, the one that probably splits on his wrist, listens to Metallica.
I didn't get a good look.
Looks it down for a moment, looks back.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you have natural eyeliner.
Wait, what?
Down's picture has natural black eyeliner.
Oh, yeah.
The emoest of colors.
The emoest bird.
How do you know that's natural?
He's
Oh
natural.
my god.
It probably isn't.
Down has a YouTube channel where she does makeup tutorials. No, I'm just kidding. But
Yes,
yeah,
this
so
is canon.
This is canon. YouTube is canon now. But this is what year did they start in? 2007? 2006?
I think it was 5, actually.
We might have 1,000 years ago.
This is 2005 YouTube, not like the YouTube you know now. This is the old school.
Down tried to do a hair curling tutorial and accidentally burned off some of her hair, so that's why she's got the Skrillex feathers now.
And she posted it, and everyone thought it was so hilarious. It got so many hits, so many likes,
so many likes. She got 5 stars because we used stars.
Yeah, 5 stars.
5 stars. She got
5.
She got hits, not views. Anyway, so he continues with all of his muscly glory. That follow me, I'll show you. I'll bring you into town and give you a place to stay for the night.
Lots of thumbs up.
You can go. You get blah, blah. You can go take care of the wolves at your own pace, but we prefer it if you got done with it as soon as possible. Perhaps today. The day is still young. But follow me. I'll show you to your lodging. All right. So go to the right side of the image thing, and I'm going to transition.
I can't go any farther.
Can't control it.
While we walk, can we ask him if he has any more information about the wolves? If there's anything else. This is a different looking map.
Oh, isometric.
Overworld.
Ooh.
Cue the overworld music.
Dun, 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 dun.
I saw that Hydra.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, I was just making sure I had it. But this is what I was saying. It's like not exactly 3 lines or 3 sides, but it's got to like land on most of it. Like this is like a tiny like delta, but it's got a little ship dock over there. Also, disregard the things on the right, the Rivera 2007, the Nulb, the compass, the 1 square equals 40 feet thing.
The compass isn't correct? Is that not north?
No, it's not. But your token is controlled by no one. It is this feather because I couldn't find a feather and like hoof icon in Roll20 at least, so I just went with the feather because majority.
It's just an overworld.
Yeah, burp roll.
So yeah, as you guys are essentially going to
Go to town?
No. This thing over here. So it's over here. It's like left side of the map. It's this like dark looking house. Yeah, you're going there, and as you guys are making your way there, I'm gonna slowly move the feather there. But yeah, you can talk to him and ask him questions about the wolves if you would like.
Can we get information on every building we pass?
Oh, sure. Here's the bank where we store and keep all of our money. Here is the red light district where things go down.
Oh.
You don't need to go there.
Oh, no.
Here's the blue light district where all of our police departments are.
Right next to the red light district.
Exactly. No, I'm just kidding. But what are you guys asking him about?
About how many wolves are we talking?
Yes, we got very little information on their numbers and their any specifics, really.
Really? I mean, so he's speaking out loud to a lot of you. He goes, "Really? I mean, I told all of those things to the bar guy. I mean,
Bar guy.
I mean, unless there was, whoever took the mission wasn't actually bothering to ask any questions and just kind of took the quest, all willy nilly. He should have told you."
He must have skipped over those parts.
Anyways,
Well,
just
so-
go over them again, please.
Well, to answer your question, it's roughly 20 to 30 of them. We aren't quite sure, but they have been a nuisance. We have actually managed to tag a few of them with, what are those things on the bull's ears, or the cow's ears, the little tags that are like
I
numbers
think
or
they're
whatever?
just called tags.
Oh, well, whatever. Okay, so we managed to tag quite a few of them. However, we didn't quite get all of them, so we're not exactly sure. We have seen a lot of the repeats, but we aren't quite exactly sure about their numbers. But we did tag roughly 20 of them at the least, and not tagged as the traditional sense. We tagged them by shooting them with some high-powered blow darts.
Bag them and tag them.
I was gonna say, how'd they manage to tag them and not bother to get rid of them at the same time?
Yeah,
Hold still. All right, here.
they shot
Released
them
back
far
into the
away.
wild. Oh,
Okay.
darn, they got away.
Shot them from far away is what I was trying to imply. Like, it's not an actual tag on their ear, but it's like, a way to identify them kind of tag.
Like
But,
they did
yeah.
sharks.
Like a little,
Yeah, he tells you there's roughly 20 to 30 of them. So, yeah. And
Arya
you
is
gonna
clueless.
ask him anything else?
And is there a specific direction that they usually come from, or do you know where their den may be located?
Yes, we've sort of tracked down their den. They appear to be coming in from, and then he points to over there.
Beyond.
So the top right part of the map. They appear to be coming from over there. As you can see, he gestures to like the big open part of the map, essentially the entire right side. We are prospering, but we are still in the transition phases. And as such, we haven't had time to set up proper defenses other than, Ben and Jerry.
Which only
So-
protect from one side, clearly.
Yeah,
We're
they're
not against wolves.
no, they're kind of useless against that. But we do know that they are coming
Discount
from
hydras.
Discount Hydra. Hail Hydra! Hail
Oh, no.
Hydra! Hail! Didn't you know that this town is Hydra headquarters?
Well, now we know.
The more you know.
I'll just write that in my notes.
I know. I'm kidding. Jesus, man. Don't take everything I say literally. Do it for the joke. Do it for the vine. Anyway,
It is.
Vine is dead, so never mind. Whatever. So he essentially goes on that they're coming in from the northeast part of town. After that, they usually run wild, but we can hold them off quite easily. Not too bad, but a lot of our people are badly hurt and are not exactly fit to keep working and building in the city or town, really.
And they attack the town proper, not just people who stray outside.
No, a bit of half and half, really. Sometimes it's just the townspeople that wander out too far. Sometimes they actually invade, but overall a general nuisance.
Do you know if is there something attracting them? Do you have livestock here, or
No, we're not quite sure. All of our livestock is pretty much marine-based. We follow the river. He, points behind this building that you guys are almost at. Most of our livestock or really most of our fish come from the ocean. They don't exactly have any livestock, no cows, chickens, really anything. But now write Hydra above it. Now write Hydra above it, and you'll have it ready. Anyway, he says that we're not quite sure what they're looking for. We just kind of assumed that they were just being a general nuisance.